Hi, this is Sharon from Station, and you're watching Chaos TV.
So, hello everyone. It's day number 2 here at Rockfest Festival, and today we have the pleasure to talk with Sharon from Within Temptation. So, first of all, hello and welcome to Finland once again.
Thank you, kiitos.
So, you just actually finished your show here at Rockfest. How did the gig go?
Very well. I was really, we were the first band playing today, and everybody was really up for it. So, a good audience, and that's the best you can get, of course, when you're playing. And so everybody was active and singing along. Yeah, that's really nice.
I actually had quite many friends that actually came here just to see you
Really?
today.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Thank
you were,
Thank you.
in my friend's opinion, even more popular than Disturbed or In Flames. So,
Okay.
how's usually Finland been to the band?
Always very good. I'm always very positive. Yeah. So we've been coming here for a long time already, and it's always good to come back. So we got good memories. So.
So obviously the summer festival season is about to start, and you will be of course playing in a lot of different festivals.
Yes.
But do you have like some special festivals in Europe that you kind of like playing the most?
Like playing the most? Well, no. The thing is, it can change very easily. It depends a little bit on the weather, of course. If you have a good crowd, and that's for us the most, especially the audiences for us, the atmosphere of a festival is the most important one. And but also, sometimes it's a festival that you don't know, you play there for the first time, can surprise you very much. It's like, oh, I didn't expect anything because we weren't there before, or sometimes you had an okay show somewhere and you come back again and the next time it's much better, and so it can change. So it's, I don't have a particular festival that I really like better than any others.
Okay. So obviously your latest album Resist has been out like a bit over half a year now.
Yeah.
So generally what kind of feedback have you guys gotten from it, and have you been pleased?
We played already before the album came out, so we got a lot of feedback already last year October when we started the tour. And now that the album is out, we got a lot of good feedback because people were surprised. It's not completely how they would expect Within Temptation to sound with the new album. But it's again a development, how we would like to develop ourselves.
It's a bit like a new approach.
Yeah, new approach of our own kind of music. I
Yes.
think it's more how we would sound if we would start our band now. This is how we would sound. And there's always the question like, okay, we want to evolve with time and also with the developments in music. And every time something new happens, that can freshen up your own sound, of course. So that's what we're always looking for.
So the album has like a digital age sort of like theme around it.
Yeah.
So how do you see like the digital age for bands? Do you think it as a good thing or a bad thing?
What do you mean exactly? You mean
like compared to the old so-called old days when there wasn't like any streaming platforms or anything like that?
Streaming platforms. Well, I think there's advantages, and there are like everything. There's a good side and a bad side to everything. I think it's very easy accessible music, but I find also sometimes difficult to find the typical music that you're looking for. Sometimes, if you look at, for instance, one of the streaming sites, like for instance Spotify, to name something, it's like you hear a band that you like and you get like 5 options that are related to, but it's not enough because sometimes I want to listen to different kind of music, and it's very difficult to find then still on the streaming platforms, and you have to go really into these combination list, rock list, and go through the whole list to find something. You have to still be very active to find a new band that you like, and I think it's a little bit still a bit hard for new bands, especially in metal, to break through the streaming platforms. It's even more difficult. There's so much music, and to my opinion. Yeah.
So I actually watched like our earlier interview which we did with you when you played here like last time in Espoo.
Mm-hmm.
And you said that you also like to discover new bands. So when you are actually playing on festivals, do you tend to watch like other bands playing that will play on the same day?
Yeah, if I have time, then we most definitely will. But actually, all the bands that are playing tonight, I know most. Most
for I guess few years at least.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I'm gonna watch the show of In Flames later on, a part of it, and then go because tomorrow morning we have an early flight again.
So is there like some specific band that you haven't ever been able to see that you would have wanted to see live?
think most bands that I really wanted to see, I've seen most of them. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So there isn't like any specific band that you haven't seen?
New bands it is sometimes hard because they're so new. It's
Yes.
like they don't play on festivals yet. They only have their own shows, and so those more important to get them on festivals and to promote them a bit more.
I'm that kind of guy that I usually pick those like first opening bands which I haven't ever
And
seen,
that
and
is-
my friends are like, why do you want to see them? Why do you want to see the
Well,
headliner?
yeah,
Well,
they're-
I've seen the headliner 10
Yeah.
times. I want to see the smaller bands.
I totally agree with you. Yeah, I
Okay,
agree. Yeah, I think that's a good thing. Yeah, and they are there also for a reason. There must be something special that they're opening up. You know, it's like.
So what kind of like plans do you guys have after the summer? Will you keep on touring as much as possible, or
We're gonna be touring maybe next year again, but after the summer, which will end for us September, end of September, half September, we will start to write again because we want to maintain that. Because we are on a new path and we still have to develop ourselves in the direction more than we are doing already, and just wanna. You know, I love touring, but I've been on tour already now almost for a year again. And so it's for me very important to be in the studio back and to work on new ideas, and I don't know, just want to make music also. I want to combine it better than being on tour for 4 years again and then start a new album. I want to start now already.
okay? So you feel like now like motivated to
Yeah.
make new music, because when you were doing My Indigo, you weren't even sure if you're gonna have
No,
Resist with
yeah.
Within Temptation.
No, totally. But what's different now is also aside of My Indigo is the fact that people are not really waiting for an album anymore. People are actually waiting for a new song. So we want to give people maybe sooner some songs already. from
Okay.
New songs, and then eventually release an album.
Okay,
So-
but
so-
do you plan on changing a bit what you have done in the past?
The way how we released albums, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you will actually drop some
Yeah,
singles
songs
before and
like,
then just
a
like
little bit more like DJs do. They come up with new songs here and there sooner, and then they drop an album later on. So yeah.
But you still prefer like having an entire album instead of just like EPs?
Well, you still have, of course, the way you have to do your promotion. You still have to have the promotional moment to build something up, of course. So yeah, we're still figuring out how to do that.
But good, like a good EP is also, in the end of the day,
Yeah.
a good option. Or,
No,
or you
because
don't see it that
because-
way.
No, because EPs they don't get the intention of journalists or anything. It's just like it's too small. People don't pay attention enough to it, and you give away a lot of new songs,
Yeah.
and which you worked very hard for. So you want to combine it all on a new album.
So how do you consume music yourself? Do you listen to full albums or do you listen to some singles yourself?
Yeah, I'm changing also in my pattern. I used to listen to full albums always, but now that we have the streaming platforms, I find myself listen to just particular songs that I like, and
But isn't that kind of funny because you put so much focus on the album
Yeah.
and
No,
how it
that's also-
looks and
yeah, of
what's the
course.
storyline? And
yeah, of course. But still, you need a story to tell, of course. And but if I like a band very much, then I do pick up the whole band. But sometimes it's just one song that I like, or it's just how do you say it? The sign of the times.
yeah. Times are changing
Yeah, times are
in the
changing.
industry at
Yeah,
least.
but also how we consume music.
Yeah, people are so like they kind of want to have the music like in fast food mode nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a pity, but in a way we have to go along with it because that's how it's just turned out.
Yeah, and you don't kind of like have those so-called like iconic rock stars who people like recognize their faces if they go to a street in a different country.
No.
Because people listen to music through Spotify and Spotify artists doesn't have faces, so it's really weird.
In a way, yeah, you don't have those big bands anymore. No, I think that's changed. Of course, you have still big bands, but you know, Imagine Dragons is, for instance, still a very big band. Everybody
Yes.
knows them, but still, it's very much more difficult to get there. I
Yeah.
guess for some bands, yeah.
Yeah, and it's harder to basically become like a rock star in a sense.
Yeah, but I think in a way that's also good because it should be about music instead of being a rock star. So I like it to
Goofing
be-
around.
I think it's nice. It's nice to be anonymous. Anonymous is also something to treasure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So hey Sharon, thank you a lot
You're most
for
welcome.
the
Thank you
time
for having
and
me.
all the best for the future. Anything you want to say as last words to all the Finnish fans?
Well, we've been already 2 times in Finland in only 1 year, so it's a good amount of shows already, and so I hope to see you very soon again. We enjoyed it very much, like always, we love your country, and until next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.